Today we're going to cover sending USDC to your Nook wallet, why it's a great way to send in terms of the speed and the cost, but there are some details to watch out for because it's not always easy and there are some risks. So sending USDC is definitely the fastest way to send existing crypto to Nook, but Nook currently only accepts USDC and only through the base chain. So that's a major call out to adhere to as we go through these instructions and do our little demo today. Before we get started, one call out is, why are we sending USDC on base? Why are we opening up the Nook app? What is this all about? Nook is, in short, the easiest way to access higher savings. So we want to make this technology, this financial product, available for everyone, starting with our mobile app, and essentially give everyone access to higher savings. So that's the focus of today and the mission of Nook, and we'll jump more into the USDC part. So what are your options for depositing to Nook? USDC on base is definitely one of them, as you can see here at the top, but you also have several others. If you do not have any existing crypto or you do not have a Coinbase account, you can use our bank integration. So that's an ACH pull to connect your bank account, or a wire to send from your bank to your Nook account. The other is a Debit Card and ApplePay. It all really depends on what you have. If you don't have any crypto, those are good alternatives. And it all depends on how much you're trying to deposit, right? So if you're trying to deposit small amounts, Debit Card, ApplePay are great options. But if you're trying to deposit larger amounts, there are limits on those options. So you might want to go higher with an ACH or the Coinbase connection. So why send USDC? So the reason to send USDC is it is the fastest and it is the cheapest. So whether it's a small or a large amount, whether it's $5 or $5,000, you're typically going to pay 1 penny or less, sometimes free if you send with Coinbase, like we'll see in the demo. And it's incredibly fast, as you'll see in the demo. So it really just takes a few seconds versus a bank transfer can take several days, especially depending on weekends or bank holidays, and then limits that banks put in place themselves. So sometimes they'll put regulatory holds in place. It can delay your funds for several days, if not weeks. Let's cover the 3 steps of sending. So you're going to start with an exchange like Coinbase. You're going to buy your USDC, swap for cash into USDC, which is a stable coin. Then you're going to send it to your Nook wallet address, and you're going to copy your Nook wallet address from the Nook app. This is your address on base. And then you are going to send it from either Coinbase or the exchange or wallet that you have it in to your Nook address. So these are the 2 things that you need. You need a Coinbase account or some sort of exchange or wallet where you have USDC or you can buy USDC, and then you need your Nook base address, and we will cover both of those. So let's get into the demo with my Coinbase account. So here is my Coinbase account where I have some existing USDC. What I'm going to go do is start a send. That will pop up the address here. From there, I'm going to move on to step 2, which is get my Nook address. So if I start a deposit, I'm going to enter in $5. It can be any amount. I'm going to press continue. And actually, before I press continue, I'm going to kind of read through these warnings. But the main warnings are that it can only be base as the network and USDC as the token. Any of the tokens I send might result in a permanent loss, right? Nook cannot recover these for you. And I should always start with a small amount. So start with something I'm willing to lose. Don't need to send $20,000 immediately. I'm just going to acknowledge the risk and the limitations of the current system, like we've talked about. So USDC only, correct? Base chain, not Ethereum mainnet, not another chain. And then Nook cannot recover anything that is not USDC on base. And press continue. And what that does is copies my address to my clipboard. So now that I've got the address, I'm going to go ahead and paste it and enter it in here. And here I'm presented with my assets, right? So I want to send USDC. Any other these, if I select any other asset besides USDC, that is not supported by Nook. That will be a problem and will not be recoverable. So I'm going to select USDC. And then here are my different options in terms of the network, right? So there's the Ethereum network is not an option. The only option that works with Nook right now is base. So I'm going to select base. And I'm going to keep it small, keep it easy, just $1. And let's select $1 and send it to my Nook wallet address here on base. So USDC to my address on base. It ends in 87AB. It does. Cool. Send. Awesome. It's been sent. I can view the details. I can view it on Block Explorer if I want as well, which is cool. And I then can go into my Nook wallet and go into my profile and in my transactions and see that it arrived. So 21 seconds ago, I received $1 of USDC. Awesome. So that is now earning as part of my balance, the 11.6% APY, and will automatically earn as I sleep. So we sent USDC, we sent on the base chain. That's the only asset in chain supported. Other assets like USDT, USDE, DAI, etc. are not supported. And then other chains, including ETH mainnet, are not supported. And that's it for now. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Start small, be safe, don't rush into it. It is fast, it is cheap, but it does come with risk. So take your time. And I still double check the address. I still triple check and send test amounts today, even though I've sent millions of dollars over these crypto send flows. But it's always good to start small and kind of double check as you go. So reach out with any questions, and thanks for trying Nook.